Welcome back to Nortman Reviews. It's Mother's Day. Have a happy Mother's Day for you mothers out there and for those that have mothers, and just hope it's a good day for you. Hope you're doing something fun. But here we go. The next holiday, Mother's Day, as we go along with Batman The Long Halloween, continuing to track a serial killer as they murder someone on each Halloween. And we also are learning about the Carmine Falcone crime families, and their dealings and all that. So, recaps. Do we need a recap? I basically just kind of told you. So let's just get into it. Mother's Day by Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb. Tim Sale, the artist. Jeff Loeb, the writer. Tim Sale doing some damn fine work here. Just some very basic shapes to portray the calendar man here. The shading on looks like I guess he's pressing up against this window here. But I just love this, there's no detail in this shit at all, right? In his creepy eyes here, and the just so well done. I mean, he's such a unique artist. But it's Mother's Day, and Batman is here talking with the calendar man to try to, get more information and trying to see if he can help Batman figure out who the fucking holiday killer is. And he's like, "It's May. You said you would have caught her by February." Batman's like, "I know what I said." But he's making quite a name for herself. Holiday. Soon the calendar man will be forgotten. He keeps going back and forth between calling the killer a her or he, because it could be either. And that kind of gives us, the reader, something to think about too. I love the muscles here with Batman. Must have huge arms. I mean, he's a goddamn Batman, but damn, man. So they're in Arkham. And Julian Day, the calendar man, is here. Batman's talking with him. And why? Why didn't she kill on April Fool's Day? The last issue was about, focused on the Riddler and Batman trying to put out possibilities of who potentially the holiday killer is. And at the end of it, the holiday killer confronts the Riddler, points the gun, shoots, but does not kill the Riddler for various reasons that we don't know. Because it's April Fool's Day. When does a killer not kill? On April Fool's Day. And that's what he tells Batman here. He took the date seriously. April Fool's, no killing day. Well, Batman then goes in about, what do you know about Harvey Dent? Because Batman, going back, suspects Harvey Dent is the holiday killer. Going through all the evidence and motivations, that Harvey Dent is the most likely suspect to be the holiday killer. Harvey Dent, obviously, is not Two-Face at this point in his life. And he's like, don't you? You know who it is. He's like, "Let me out and I'll stop the killing. It's Mother's Day. Every son is a mother, even you. You want blood in your hands to stay." He's like, "Tell me what you know." But then suddenly, one of the guards, he's like, "Batman, help! Escape level 4. And Batman is like the terror in the guard's voice. Only one man could be responsible. And as Batman rushes off, Calendar Man just watches him go and says, "Happy Mother's Day." Creepy shit, right? So these guards are freaking out. He's like, he's gone. His mother came to visit him. He goes in the cell and it's empty. But there he finds some straw. Jonathan Crane, he says, strangled his mother years ago on Mother's Day. And Batman, his internal thoughts here. So someone else had a hand in this. Someone brought him the straw, which it looks like he used to get, I don't know what's going on here. How did he get out? I'm slightly confused. You can see it coming out of this window here. But that's a cool fucking image right there. Scarecrow on this horse, That's just something that nightmares are made out of. Unleashing the Scarecrow, the moon and the clouds and everything. That's just really like the anatomy of the horse. So cool. But Batman's right there. He's like, not today. Well, he doesn't say that. Did you think you could run away? Did you? More internal shit with Batman. He preys on the innocent and instills them with fear. Not in my city. Not on this day. But I love this kind of weird silhouette here. He's yelling at Scarecrow. Who helped you? Who did this? Give me a name. But it's just a fucking actual Scarecrow, I guess. Yeah. Like, it's not a person. It's just filled with straw. And it's a ruse, a decoy. And there's fucking Scarecrow toxin that comes out of it. And he's saying, cover up, don't breathe. But he's breathing in this shit. And that's going to fuck with Batman's mind really fast. And then he passes out. It's hard to see, like, tell what's going on here. This is Arkham in the background up here with lights coming out. And it's a close up here. It was kind of confusing here. With all the great shit that Tim Sale does as an artist, there's sometimes, like, I'm not quite understanding what he's trying to convey. But it's also a kind of a nice transition. Maybe that's what it is. The lights and sirens from the penitentiary up, and it zooms in, and then we go to the sirens on a police car. And Dent and Commissioner Gordon are at Wayne Manor talking to Alfred. Now, Dent suspects that Bruce Wayne, he's gotten some evidence that Bruce Wayne or Bruce Wayne's father or the Wayne family is connected to Carmine Falcone. So Harvey Dent wants to bring in Bruce Wayne. He thinks that will be another way to take down the Falcone crime family. But Alfred, looking out for his boy. He's like, he's not here. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that. He's just not in. He's like, Commissioner Gordon's like, we don't want to be here. This isn't easy for us considering the circumstances. But he's like, couldn't this be a mistake? He's like, yes, but only by cooperating will we get things cleared up. Alfred, please help us. He's like, don't you understand that this being Mother's Day, he was very devoted, and he would want to make this day private. So then we cut to somewhere else. We're on this bridge, and we have Sophia Falcone, the daughter of the Carmine Falcone, the head of the family. She came in. She's a dangerous woman. She was in that Penguin series. Dangerous there in different ways. Here, she's a physical presence. She's holding this guy up by his fucking neck, dangling him over the edge of the bridge. And she's asking for a name, and he gives a name. He's like, he goes by the Gunsmith. He says that once a month he makes a custom .22 pistol. And the .22 pistol is the kind of gun that is used in every killing. And Batman has figured that out, and I guess she has as well. So every month, this gun maker makes a custom .22 pistol. And she's like, give me an address and I'll let you go. And he says, Chinatown, Chong's Tea House. He's like, please let me go. And so she does she lets him go and drops his ass off. So, I'll tell you to let go. So now, as we all know, when it goes from this very, the color of the comic goes to very monotone black and white kind of shit, that's when the holiday killer is about to strike. So here he is, Chong's Tea House, the exact place where, she was just told to go to find this guy making these guns. Holiday killer there is always a silhouette in this hat with this, gloves on, with this .22 pistol, shooting, and it has like a nipple pacifier, a baby pacifier, or bottle nipple, whatever it is, over the gun, which helps make it a silencer, I guess. But Sophia is right here. She's running in. She knows that something is going on. The killer is going out the back door. This dead, this hand with blood. Sophia comes busting in, and there's a Mother's Day gift basket with roses and flowers next to the gun. And there's, I guess, the guy who makes all these weapons. And so the lead that she had, somebody who might be able to tell who the Holiday Killer is now dead as well. And as always, Holiday Killer left the gun and a little souvenir trinket based on the holiday. Sophia was just too late. But Holiday Killer strikes again. Meanwhile, we go back and Bruce, not Batman, but Bruce is walking down Crime Alley, and it looks like he's going to go visit the site where his parents were killed. And he's kind of talking in his head, and he's remembering about the pearls. I asked for my mom to wear the pearls, and she's like, "Oh, the pearls are for a special night, and we're only going to the movies." He's like, "Well, can't we make it special?" So this is a really actually sad moment once I kind of explain it. We all know that the Bruce's parents were killed, and the pearls being snatched from his mom and flying through the air, and when they were being robbed. But as he's here reminiscing or thinking about that, the shadows show up, and it's Gordon and the police. And he's like, Bruce, Mr. Wayne. And he looks, and he has this kind of crazy, scared look in his eyes. And what he sees is the killer. Joe Chill is his name. And he wants the pearls. It's basically, he's kind of blaming himself here that he insisted his mom wears the pearls. And that's what attracted the guy. He wanted the pearls, and that's why he robbed them and killed them. And so is it Batman's, little Bruce Wayne's fault? No, of course not, but the guilt he's probably holding with him, probably buried deep inside. It's just a really, sad moment when you really think about it. But he takes off. He's running. Run, mother, run, he says in his head. And Commissioner Gordon's like, hold your fire, do not shoot at him. Bruce is running. He's climbing up the fire escape. He's going on top of the building. He's crazed and he's scared and he's nervous and he has all this Scarecrow toxin, but he's still a goddamn Batman. Gordon's yelling at him, Bruce, running will only make things worse. And he's running and he just sees himself as a kid. And that's why he's running. He's just running from this gunman who just killed his parents. And this was really hard for me to tell what was going on here, but it's a silhouette of him wearing this trench coat, jumping off this building onto a top of a bus. There's his head, there's his left arm and right arm, his legs, and his trench coat. It took me I had to wait, what is this? But that's what it is. He lands up there, the police are still following him, but he made it. Still has this look in his eyes, still fucked up by the Scarecrow. Makes it to the cemetery. The transitions for these scenes is seamlessly done. You don't have to see him, but make his entire way there. But it's just easily portrayed here. Very minimal backgrounds, just a shape of the city back here. Gordon's here. It's we take the show slow, no shots fired unless I give the command. The helicopter's looking for him. And again, he wanted the pearls, and he just made it to his mother's grave. Beloved wife and mother. As the police come up on him. And that's the end. Very sad. I didn't really think about this much before, but just, the guilt that he must have for his parents' murder. Really well done. Another great issue. When you're reading this in the entirety of a book, you kind of just go through it fast because you're so invested in the killings and the murder mystery. So you kind of pass up some of the stuff, and it's nice going by these issues one by one. I read this, the first time in a graphic novel. I didn't read the issues as they come out monthly. So it is nice to kind of take a moment to just, feel the story and the emotions of what they're trying to convey. So another issue down. The next one will be on Father's Day, and we'll talk about the fathers then. I'm a father. If you're a father, we'll have a happy Father's Day together, right? Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Again, What do you think of this storyline? Please give me any thoughts of who you might think the killer might be, if you don't know and if you're going through this with me. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.